Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted a video, but that's going to change. I'm going to start posting more regularly. What we have today is actually something a little different than usual, and it's written by a wonderful writer named Kai Delmas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he is a self-proclaimed Drabble master. What that means is a Drabble is a short microfiction that is exactly 100 words. No more, no less. You have to paint a whole picture and a story, and sometimes there's even world building going on and magic systems being created just in 100 words. So I really enjoyed our read today. And for our drink, I'm going to be doing this. So I'm not doing anything caloric. This Ultima Replenisher Broad Spectrum Electrolyte Mix. This is an electrolyte, 0-calorie, sort of, you know, that fake sugar aspartame thing. And I don't really like fake sugar, but it is a good electrolyte mix. And apparently it was really popular on Amazon. It was blue raspberry flavored. And you have like 30 servings in here. So they make you feel like a freaking giant, and they give you this little spoon. Kai Delmas is a writer who has been making his way through the microfiction circuit, and he has appeared in a lot of magazines. His work is in Tree and Stone, The Martian, and it's actually in Apex magazine, which he was the winner of one of their monthly microfiction awards. I also know he's done some editorial work with that magazine, which is really interesting. Because of the unique situation that it's like a microfiction, I got his permission to be able to read some of them today. I'm gonna try this first. I've tried it a million times. I'm just doing it for the camera, you know, just so you guys know what it's like. This is one of those things that I wanted to try on camera, so let's take a sip. So I don't really like that fake sugary flavor that's really at the end of your sip, but it does have a really good blue raspberry flavor. It's very reminiscent of maybe like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher type of thing. So here is his Drabble entitled Essence is Power. Essence is power. Annabelle presented her most cheerful of smiles. It was the one she showed to all the townsfolk when they came by her hut in need of a potion. A cure for warts, a draught of healing for indigestion, love potions for crying out loud. Annabelle couldn't stand it. All these silly, stupid people who couldn't take care of themselves. And yet, she smiled and offered her expertise. She gave them all the potions they sought and only took a little something in return. A handshake, a few whispered words under her breath, and a part of their essence was hers. I feel like the imagery is really strong, especially when you read about the handshake. I imagine people shaking hands and just some kind of electrical spark that they don't even notice. It's imperceptible to them, and she just takes some of their life force. And I find myself wondering what her hut looks like. Does she keep these life forces in jars? Are they different colors? Or, you know what I'm saying? So I think that my favorite Drabbles were the ones that sparked interest and curiosity in me, that I wanted to read on into the story. And as a writer, it made me want to sit down and start writing. Not necessarily that story or the continuation of that story, but it made images in my head that made me think like, oh, that's really cool. What if this would happen, or what if that would happen? So this collection is really interesting and a very powerful resource for people who are really going through like a writing slump and want to read something that might inspire them. And again, these are very short, so you can go through a few just in a sitting or while you're waiting at a doctor's office, and it could get your creativity going. Bro, this one I think is probably my favorite. I don't know, because like a lot of the dragon ones are really good, but this one was really interesting. And I would like to see Kai write a story about this, giving us more backstory to this one, because this one was straight, it was just so, you'll see. Eternal is not forever. Lazarus stumbled back into the Evernest, his home, his salvation. Deep in the swamps, safe from the rest of the world, where the regan weed grew. So I only realized now while I was editing that he probably meant regen weed, like regeneration weed. I don't know why I didn't catch that, but yeah, I'm stupid, sorry. The stump of his tail threw him off balance, making him falter and splash into the muck. Scaled hands pressed to his bleeding side as he looked onward through the swamp. So far left to go. The Regan weed had brought him many lifetimes. He was an eternal. They need never die, unless they could not get to the weed on time. He strained to get up as the swamp dragged him further down. Lazarus is gonna die. That's what's happening. He's gonna die. He is an eternal, but he can't get to this thing fast enough that's supposed to save his life, and he's really struggling. So obviously his side is bleeding. Was he in the middle of a battle? Was it a war? Did someone betrayed him? I want to know what happened to this dude. And I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing, if it's Lazarus, the name, but I thought it was cool. I thought the name was cool. I thought there was a lot to feel and see, like, because I imagined this really smoky, foggy swamp, and it's kind of the middle of the day, and it's very hot and humid, and gave me major Where the Crawdads Sing vibes. Even though he's had so many lifetimes and he's supposed to live forever, he is about to die. What does that feel like when you know you could live forever and it's just this terrible situation where you just couldn't get to that thing fast enough? Yeah, so that was like, make a whole movie out of that. I want to see more of that. Go over down to Amazon, pick this up on your Kindle. I think it's like $3.99 for the electronic version. It's only $12.99 on barnesandnoble.com, which I'll be going there and leaving a review as well. I'd like to hear down in the comments below what you guys thought of these Drabbles and what you thought when you were hearing them and envisioning them. He has Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, all that will be down below. Also, he has Patreon, where you can receive 2 Drabbles from him a month and also have one of your own Drabbles critiqued for the low price of $3.50 monthly. So, Darkness Rises, Hope Remains. You guys need to pick this up. This is definitely... I hate giving stars anymore, but I know it's very useful for writers, and also if you go on Goodreads and Barnes & Noble, you are forced to put a star rating. So I'm gonna give it 5 stars. It was such a fun escape from reality. Solid 3.5. I mean, I don't really do points. Actually, I give it a 3. I give this a 3, but I totally would buy this again. It's hard to say, you know, but it totally does what it says it's doing, I guess, so it's okay. It has a lot of reviews on Amazon. Thank you guys so much for watching or being a part of it. Thank you, Kai, for letting me read your amazing work. You've done an amazing job, and I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of something that means so much to you, and to be able to share this with the world, because you deserve that. You deserve for your work to be seen, because I think it's excellent work. So, thank you so much. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and take care.